So today's topic, all about the golden visa. How you can get the golden visa in Dubai, pretty easy. There are a few options: buying a property, having a business, managing director, artist, or doctor. But the easiest way is the property segment. That's where the most people get the golden visa. Myself, I also have the golden visa now since 2 years. So let me tell you the steps and what you have to keep in mind when you get the golden visa by buying a property. And this is what most of the people won't tell you. So, first thing is golden visa. It's 10 years valid with the visa and the university. 2 options: in a VIP process or normal process. What's the difference? The normal would take about 10 to 40 days. The VIP, 5 to 8 working days. Hand it out, off you go, stay here, fly back to your home. It's easy and simple. So what's the price? Price varies. It will be between 3 and 5,000 US dollar, depending on what option you go with. And the prices are always changing. That's why I give you a price of 3 to 5,000 US dollar as one person. If you sponsor your spouse, your children, the price is different. Similar or even cheaper, depending of how many visas you need and when you want to pass and apply for it. So, for example, you're buying the property in Dubai, an apartment or a villa, a townhouse. Valuation has to be 500,000 US dollar, 2 million AED. Yeah? You're buying it, it's finished, you can get the golden visa. Property will be attached to the golden visa. So what that means? That means if you're going to sell the property, you have to cancel the golden visa to sell the property. So these things, most of the guys, agents or in Google, you probably won't read about it. So I'm telling you this. Make sure, and that's what I also ask the clients when they call and they're getting a license, they want a visa or buy property with us. Make sure, what's your long-term plan? What are you planning with this property? Are you going to rent it out or are you going to flip it quickly? And don't get the golden visa with it. But there's an option. You can buy several properties and you can combine it. Say, for example, you have a property of 300,000, 1 million, 500,000, 600,000, for example. You can combine these properties with the golden visa, which will then add up to 2 million AD or 500,000 USD. You can add up. And also, what will happen to the market prices increases on the properties you have attached to the golden visa, and you are going to sell one property of the 3 or 4 or 5 properties. If the buying price was now, for example, 1 million AED, so about 250,000 USD, but after 1 or 2 years, you're about to sell the property, you can reevaluate that property. Maybe the price has increased dramatically. So that means the other property can fall out of that segment. So you could take one property out, which is attached to the golden visa, and you can just easily sell the property. It might sound a bit complicated, but actually it's very easy and simple. What you just have to keep in mind, what's your plan with the visa, with the property? Do you want to sell it? Do you want to rent it? Or you're buying a lot of properties? So you can combine separate properties with a golden visa or combine one property with a golden visa. That's for finished property. You can also do an off-but investment properties. But there you can maybe buy, you can buy several properties or 1 or 2. But then you have to keep in mind, what's the construction phase? How much have you already paid for the company? There is 0% construction paid and you maybe only paid 10%. You can't get the golden visa. For example, if the construction phase is 50 or 60, 70%, but you already paid, like say, 500,000 or 250,000 US dollar, you might be able to get the golden visa. It changed the rule a few months back. So the golden visa you get for 2 million AEDs, that's 500,000 USD. So, but if you already paid 1 million AED, 250,000 USD, and the construction phase is different, you already, like say 30, 40, 50%, you probably will get the gold visa. But the thing is, we have to check that. We have one person in the department, we can check that for you. So it always depends. So it's not like, okay, I got the property, I paid that, and the concierge paid that, you get gold visa. It doesn't work like that. But if you're getting another property, another one is also like as a secondary property market with an off ladder, you could also combine that with a gold visa. So depending on, say you have picked up 3 or 4 properties and each phase is different and you pay different amounts, then it will also depend if you get the gold visa. So they will check the system, and maybe 2 properties are already phase nearly finished or 80% and you paid nearly everything. Then they can say, okay, these 3 properties fall into the gold visa criteria and they will be attached to the gold visa, the other 2 not. So, but then if you're thinking to sell the property in a quick time, you have to think about that again. So then you have to cancel the gold visa, or maybe you can attach the gold visa to another property. So there's different criteria you have to think about, because sometimes it happens, as you know, when we do property, you might be able to sell the property very, very quick. And you have a buyer, but this buyer can already be gone within 2 weeks. So you have to cancel this visa, which will take a few days. Also, you have the grace period to get another visa. You get another visa, different visa, business license. So that's no problem. You can stay at the country. But the main thing is you have to cancel it if you don't reach these criteria. So these things are more, not just say, I get the property, I get the gold visa. You think of your long-term plan, what you're really planning, what you're able to do. So keep these things in mind. In the end, the gold visa is very good. You have a 10-year visa and you'll pay one time the fee. You don't need to renew every 2 years. Yeah. And you're saving that money every 2 years. And you can get several business licenses with the gold visa attached. Business license also no issue. Yeah? So myself, for example, I have the gold visa since 2 years now, or 3 years. Yeah. And yeah, I can then ask that me after 10 years in the air. And the good thing is also, you as a golden visa resident, you can stay out of the country for 1 year. We just come in one time a year. That's also very, very good. So even if you don't want to hold the business or have any business bank account, you just have the golden visa and you could stay out, and then you could move backwards and forwards. And you get your personal bank account, you do your mobile phone contract, and you could do a register for also a rental contract. So you could buy a car, you can do a renting car, long-term, get your driving license and everything else which you could think of as you tell yourself you're like a full resident, yeah, in Dubai, in UAE, or if you're living in Sharjah or Abu Dhabi or Ras Al Khaimah, for example. So these are a lot of advantages of having the gold visa. If you are a doctor, you need, of course, to show your papers. If you are a managing director, you have to also show your degree paper and your financial statements. If you own a company, you have to also show your statements from usually the last half a year or a year. But these ones take a bit longer. The property one, once you have your sale agreement and your statement and everything is perfect, that can be applied within a very short time. And after 5 to 7 days, you will have your older visa handed out. It's very easy. So if you do need any support or guidance, you could just send us a WhatsApp, book in a call with myself. I will help you to find out if you can get the gold visa or if anything else is available for yourself. And also keep in mind, if you see some prices about gold visa or different information, just be wary. You could always ask us. It's free of charge. And then we can tell you if the price is really accurate, if not. And if you really look also for property, want to rent something, you any questions or you want to buy something or certain developers, just also send us a message. Book in a call with me. I will guide you, as we also have a real estate company. I myself a broker, so I can also give you some advice. You don't need to buy, you don't need to rent from us. I would just give you the advice of the several things, keep business and the golden visa or the visas. So looking forward for your questions. And if you like this video, and share, comment below, because this will also help us to grow and to let other people to maybe experience there's another life in the world, that they have a chance to relocate to the business, to move, to invest in property, especially Dubai, as other countries, as you watch on the news. A lot of countries are going downhill. Everything is expensive. So why don't you go to a phase which is the future?